This is my 112-gallon mixed reef. The tank itself I've actually owned since 2006, but it's only been set up in its current location about 9 months. Most of the live rock, and even some of the livestock I've had since back then, but as you can imagine there's been a lot of changes over the 12 years I've been reef keeping. This tank is my reluctant downgrade from my 180-gallon, which unfortunately did not survive my recent 700-kilometer move, like much of my livestock. The tank itself broke right before I was going to put it in place. Fortunately, I kept this old Miracles tank, and it's held up pretty well over the years. I should point out that my livestock wasn't so much lost in the actual move, but in the almost 3 months I was in limbo between moving out of my old house and into my current one. I lost most of my livestock in holding tanks at my parents' house, but I do still have a few choice pieces, as well as some sentimental favorites. First up is my Rhizotrachus typus. I've had this NPS a long time, and it's one of my all-time favorites. You can also see my naked clownfish, and she's been around since 2006, by far my oldest fish. Next up are my other NPS, the Dendros, and as you can see there is Aptasia in the tank. You'll see a lot more by the end of this video. This Gorgonian has grown greatly since I got it a few years ago. It's getting to the point where soon I don't think it will be able to support itself, and I may have to frag the branch towards the right. Meaty LPS like this Blastomusa are some of my all-time favorite corals, along with these Micromusas. Unfortunately, most of these I did lose in my move, although I have a couple of nice pieces, as you can see. Hopefully in the future I will add some more. These Duncans are one of the few corals I was able to acquire locally. Where I am now, there's really not much of a reef scene, and I was surprised to find a few people actually selling and trading frags. Here's a quick look at one of my mini carpet anemones. I have two. This is my Aussie Elegance colony. I've had this many years and it's growing quite nicely. Definitely one of the centerpiece corals in my tank. I got a nice variety of zoos and pallies, including a couple of grandies here. Unfortunately, this area is where the Aptasia infestation is the worst, as you can see many growing between the polyps. I'm gonna have to do something, probably Aptasia eating nudibranchs. Here's one of my lyra-tailed damsels, which I call yellowtail chromies since they basically look like chromies with a yellow tail, along with my coltang, who is a relatively new addition to the tank. The flame hawkfish is another new fish, something I've never kept, and he's quite interesting to watch perching all throughout the tank. He's pretty much always visible and is a nice bright red color. Along with the LPS, I still got a bunch of softies, like the common green star polyps. I got a bunch of leathers, a neon toadstool, among others. And even pom-pom Xena. Here's some more shots of the grandies, along with my rock flower anemone and cabbage coral. And I even have a few SPS. This acro frag I picked up locally and it's starting to branch out nicely. Also a little tiny Passalopora frag which has really colored up and started doing crust to the rock. Other than these two, I also have a Monty Cap, and I'm not sure how to pronounce the name of this guy. Some more shots of the zoos and powlings and Ptasia. This leather has a nice blue base. I believe it's a cold coral. It doesn't get much bigger than it is now though. All the little pieces you've seen throughout the tank spontaneously frag off this colony. Well, I do have a few snails in the tank. Primarily the cleanup crew is actually estrina starfish. I have hundreds if not thousands of them. You can see them along the corner of the tank here and along the bottom. Usually the glass has at least a dozen, although I did clean it prior to taking this video. I've never had a problem with them eating corals. They reproduce all the time and they're free. I did miss talking about a few corals, like all of my mushroom corals, along with my chalices and my blue mini carpet anemone. But this is the first time I've narrated a video, and it's a little bit harder than I thought it would be. Hopefully the next one will come out a little better.